Do you want more sleep and free time? Then later school start time is for you. You can be able to go to school at 8:30 to 9:30. If you do not do your homework, well now you can with later school start time. Resolved, school should start at 9:30 because there are many health and benefits for students with later school start time. Our main arguments will be people can get more sleep, more energy, and benefits from it. Schools are already beginning to start later school than usual. More sleep prevents risky behavior. Oh, wait, no. I read argument one now. Okay. Our first argument shows that people can get more sleep and energy, more time to do work and sleep. In our article by Newzilla, it states schools are starting later, reported improved academic performance in core areas such as math, English, science, and social studies, better scores on state and national achievement tests. If a student goes to bed at midnight and waking up at 6 and is tired, a later school start time will make the kids more energetic and less tired, making them a lot more active in classrooms. This shows the benefits of later school start time for the students, especially on important grades and tests and core classes. Students need early start time because it affects their sleep and it shows how they feel because of it.
Our second argument is schools are already beginning to convert to later start time. 17 school districts across the country already let teens start later, so it's becoming a conversation. These people are talking about it, and right now we have school districts that have already done it. Schools are actually listening to their students. Argument 3, our last argument. Think about what's associated with the cigarettes, alcohol, and marijuana use, sexual activities, not getting enough exercise, teens that are sad or hopeless, and seriously considered attempting suicide. I know many students that come in and are struggling to stay awake. Many of my friends are falling asleep increase. We may be able to lower the amount of students having to kill themselves. People may think twice about smoking, taking drugs, or smoking marijuana, not falling asleep in class.
Every morning you wake up at 6:30, ready for school. You know you'll leave home by, you leave home and knowing you'll be home by 3:30. Enough time to do homework and hang out with friends. You go through school and turn all your things in and get your work done in time, because you know you worked on it the night before. This is a normal day for you. Schools should not start at 9:30 a.m. because it would deeply impact students' lives and education. Our three main reasons are the lack of daylight hours, how much money it would cost to switch, and how hard jobs would be defined.
First of all, late start times are affecting many people and many activities they need to do. Late start times affect many after-school sports and club schedules. Late start times will cause some activities to be cut short because of lack of daylight hours, scholastic. Kids could not have as much time on things such as sports, piano lessons, and just plain fun outside. Kids would also have less time for homework, which would need to be done in class. This is why we should not have late start times. Most teenagers have jobs to introduce them to the real world. school start time would interfere with this learning opportunity. Many teens work to have to watch younger siblings in the afternoons. Scholastic. Some teens now have jobs after school. This may interfere with the teens getting a job. Some families need their teens to help support their family. This is why we should not have late start times. Argument 3. Think of having school start later but not having the resources you need to do the work. Well, Chicago has not enough money to do both, support this and have the resources they need. Fun activities like field trips will be affected by this. It will be cut short and won't have enough morning for it. Money has been or will be cut short because of waking up a little later or having a little more sleep at night. This will affect the buses and the supplies we need. This is why we should not have late start time.
All right, you guys can have 2 minutes for rebuttals. Like to address your rebuttals?
Our opponent said students are not having enough free time after school. Well, why should you need free time if you're getting the education you need when you get into school later and not feel like you're falling asleep and pay attention more in class? My opponent also said it affects after-school activities. Those activities can be moved into the morning, like an hour before school and an hour after school. That will give you the equal amount that you need, just like today.
My opponent has said that students wouldn't have time to do drugs or alcohol, but students will find time for it before and after school, meaning they will get less sleep no matter what.
Health and academic benefits for students with a later school start time. Later school start time can help get better grades than can have more sleep, less of a risky behavior, and more time to do homework or free time. So if you think we should get a later school start time, I think we've said enough information to make you think later school start time is for you.
School should not start at 9:30 a.m. because it would deeply impact students in their lives. If school started later, there would be a lack of daylight hours for after-school activities. Jobs would be harder to find with the hours available. And making the switch would cost a lot of money towards the school district. What would you choose? Show choir, jazz band, track, or a little more sleep?
Jacob?